every moment you allow yourself to be shaken by someone else's words or actions, you give away the most valuable thing you have, your peace. Life will throw challenges at you. People will act unfairly, and circumstances will test you. But what separates ordinary people from extraordinary people is not what happens to them, it's how they respond. When you choose to stay unbothered, when you refuse to give every negative influence power over your mind and emotions, something incredible begins to happen. Your focus sharpens, your energy multiplies, and opportunities start appearing in ways you never imagined. Calmness becomes your superpower, and consistency in that calm transforms ordinary effort into extraordinary results. This is not about ignoring reality or pretending problems don't exist. It's about deciding that no one and nothing will control your inner state. It's about protecting your mind, your energy, and your emotions like the precious resources they are. The moment you stop reacting to every disturbance, you create space for clarity, creativity, and growth. When you stay unbothered, your decisions are sharper, your actions more intentional, and your path forward clearer. Life begins to obey the person who refuses to be swayed by chaos, drama, or negativity. Miracles don't come to the distracted or the reactive. They come to those who remain steady while the world is in motion. They come to the ones who act with calm precision, who keep showing up, who refuse to let circumstances or people dictate their happiness or success. Staying unbothered is not weakness. It is strength multiplied. It is the foundation for extraordinary results that others only dream about. From this point forward, you will see that when your mind remains unshaken, when your focus is unbroken, opportunities, growth, and success no longer need to chase you. They naturally gravitate toward you. This is the power you are about to harness, the ability to remain unbothered, the ability to stand firm while storms rage around you, and the ability to transform your calm, disciplined focus into results that seem like miracles to everyone else. Every second you protect your peace is a second invested in your future. Every decision to stay calm builds momentum that propels you towards success. From this moment, you will understand that miracles are not random. They are the natural outcome of a mind that refuses to be disturbed, a heart that refuses to be shaken, and a life that refuses to surrender to distraction or drama. This is your moment to step into that power, to see that staying unbothered is not just a choice. It's a strategy. It's a principle that, when practiced, creates results far beyond what most people believe is possible. Today, you are about to learn how to master this mindset, protect your peace, and unlock the extraordinary life that waits for the person who refuses to be shaken by anything outside themselves. There comes a point in life when a person realizes that reacting to everything is costing them their future. Energy is limited. Attention is limited. Focus is limited. Every time you give a reaction to something small, something careless, something meaningless, you pay with time you will never get back. Staying unbothered is not about being cold or distant. It is about choosing where your strength goes. The moment you decide that not everything deserves your reaction, you begin to live with more control. You stop letting every sound, every comment, every situation pull you in a different direction. You start waking up calmer. Your breathing becomes steady. Your mind feels less crowded. That is the first sign that your life is moving in the right direction. So, most people react without thinking. A message arrives and they feel irritated. Someone speaks carelessly and they feel offended. A small delay happens and they feel angry. These reactions feel automatic, but they are learned habits. The truth is simple. You do not have to respond to everything. You do not have to explain yourself to everyone. You do not have to defend your peace every minute. The strongest people are not the loudest. They are the ones who know when to stay quiet and when to move forward without emotion pulling the steering wheel. When you decide that not everything deserves your reaction, you gain space. Space to think clearly. Space to breathe. Space to make better decisions. That space changes everything. You begin to notice how many things once controlled your mood. A careless look, a delayed reply, someone else's bad behavior. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. You realize that many of the things that bothered you never mattered in the first place. They only mattered because you gave them meaning. Staying unbothered does not mean ignoring reality. It means facing reality with calm strength. Problems will still exist. People will still behave poorly. Plans will still face obstacles. The difference is how you respond. Calm responses keep your power with you. Emotional reactions hand your power away. Every time you pause, instead of reacting, you strengthen your inner control. That control builds confidence. Confidence builds stability. Stability creates resolve. Think about how it feels when you react immediately. Your chest tightens, your thoughts race. Your words come out faster than your wisdom. Later, you often regret what you said or how you acted. Now think about the opposite. When you pause, when you breathe, when you choose silence or calm words, your body feels lighter. Your mind stays clear. You walk away with dignity intact. That feeling is not accidental. It is the result of discipline. Not everything deserves your reaction because not everything is about you. Many people act from their own frustration, fear, or confusion. When you react emotionally, you step into their chaos. When you stay calm, you stay in control of your own life. This does not make you weak. It makes you mature. It shows that you value your time, your energy, and your future more than winning small moments. Deciding not to react is a daily practice. It starts in small moments. When something does not go as planned, when someone says something unnecessary, when life tests your patience, each time you choose calm over chaos, you train your mind. You teach yourself that peace is more valuable than proving a point. Over time, this practice changes your personality. People begin to notice your calm presence. They sense your stability. You become someone who cannot be easily shaken. It also sharpens your... When you are not distracted by constant emotional reactions, you see your goals more clearly. You work better. You think deeper. You move forward faster. Your days become more productive because your mind is not tired from fighting every little battle. You begin to realize that progress happens quietly. Growth does not need noise. Strength does not need approval. Staying unbothered is not something you wait for. It is something you decide right now, in this moment. You decide that your peace is valuable. You decide that your reactions will be intentional. You decide that your future deserves a calm, focused mind. Once that decision is made, everything starts to change. Your mornings feel steadier. Your evenings feel lighter. Your confidence grows from the inside. And here is the quiet truth. When you stop reacting to everything, life starts responding to you differently. Situations lose their power over you. People sense your strength. Opportunities appear where chaos once lived. What looks like miracles to others is simply the result of calm consistency. It all begins with one decision. It deserves a reaction. Let me tell you something most people never learn until they are tired, bitter, and confused about why life feels so heavy. Your peace is not a luxury. It is not something you enjoy only when everything is going well. Your peace is an asset, and like every valuable asset, it must be protected, guarded, and managed with intention. Most people wake up every day already losing, not because they are lazy, not because they are untalented. They are losing because they allow anyone and anything to rent space in their mind for free. They give their attention away to noise, opinions, arguments, and emotional chaos that produces nothing but stress. And then They wonder why they feel drained before noon. Peace is power. A calm mind can think clearly. A calm heart can make wise decisions. A calm person does not rush, panic, or overreact. And the person who does not overreact is always ahead of the one who does. You see, success is not built in loud environments. Progress does not grow in emotional storms. Your future requires clarity, and clarity only exists where peace is protected. Here is the truth most people avoid. You cannot control everything that happens to you, but you can control what you allow to disturb your inner world. And the moment you learn that, your life begins to change. Protecting your peace starts with understanding that not every message deserves a response. Not every opinion deserves your attention. Not every problem deserves your emotional energy. You must learn the discipline of selective focus, because focus is expensive. Wherever it goes, energy follows. And wherever energy flows, results appear. Many people sabotage their own growth by reacting to everything. Someone says something careless, and they lose their entire day. One negative comment, and their motivation collapses. One inconvenience, and their mood is destroyed. This is not strength. This is weakness disguised as strong. People do not react to every stimulus. They pause, they observe, they choose. And choice is the foundation of discipline. So, if you want to become unrecognizable in a short time, start here. Stop allowing external chaos to control your internal state. Your emotions should work for you, not against you. Emotional control is not suppression. It is mastery. There will always be noise. There will always be drama. There will always be people who do not understand your vision, your pace, or your priorities. If you wait for the world to become peaceful before you move forward, you will wait forever. Peace is not something you find. It is something you create and defend. One of the most powerful decisions you can make is deciding who gets access to you. Not everyone deserves your time. Not everyone deserves your explanation. Not everyone deserves your energy. This is not arrogance. This is wisdom. You must understand that every conversation either feeds your future or distracts you from it. Every interaction either strengthens your discipline or weakens it. Pay attention to how you feel after being around certain people. Do you feel clearer or confused, focused or drained, motivated or irritated? Your emotions are data. Learn to read them. Protecting your peace also means setting boundaries, even when it feels uncomfortable, especially when it feels uncomfortable. Boundaries are not walls to keep people out. They are lines that protect what matters most. Your time, your energy, your mental clarity. Many people say yes when they should say no, and then complain about being exhausted. They accept invitations that do not align with their goals. They engage in arguments that add no value. They explain themselves to people who have already decided not to understand them. And slowly, day by day, their peace is stolen. Let me remind you of something important. You cannot build an extraordinary life with an ordinary level of emotional discipline. Great results require emotional maturity. And emotional maturity means knowing when to engage and when to walk away. Walking away does not mean you lost. Often it means you won. You won your time back. You won your focus back. You won your peace back. And peace is fuel. A peaceful mind wakes up early without resistance. A peaceful mind can sit with discomfort and still move forward. A peaceful mind does not need constant entertainment. It is comfortable with silence, because silence sharpens thought. If your mind is constantly noisy, cluttered, and reactive, it will be very difficult to stay consistent. Discipline grows best in calm conditions. Just like a seed needs stable soil, your habits need a stable mind. Another thing you must accept is this: not everyone will like the version of you that protects your peace. When you stop reacting, some people will feel ignored. When you stop explaining, some people will feel threatened. When you stop participating in drama, some people will feel exposed. Let them feel what they feel. Your job is not to manage other people's emotions. Your job is to manage your life. You do not owe everyone access to your thoughts, your plans, or your emotional energy. Privacy is powerful. Silence is strategic. Not everything needs to be shared. Not every struggle needs to be announced. Not every victory needs applause. When you protect your peace, you protect your momentum. When you protect your momentum, you protect your future. Think about this. How many days have been wasted because you were emotionally disturbed by something that did not matter a week later? How many hours were lost replaying conversations in your mind? How much energy was spent worrying about opinions that never paid your bills or built your dreams? That energy could have been used to improve your skills, to strengthen your body, to sharpen your mind, to move one step closer to the person you want to become. This is why peace is an asset. It multiplies everything you do. With peace, discipline becomes easier. With peace, consistency becomes natural. With peace, progress becomes steady. So make a decision today. Decide that your inner world matters more than external noise. Decide that your focus is sacred. Decide that your future is worth defending. You will still face challenges. You will still experience pressure, but you will no longer be controlled by every wave. You will become the person who stays steady while others panic, calm while others rush, focused while others complain. And that calm, disciplined, peaceful version of you will begin to look unrecognizable very quickly. Protect your peace. Everything else depends on it. One of the biggest reasons people stay stuck emotionally, mentally, and even financially is simple but painful to admit. They take everything personally. Someone ignores them and they feel disrespected. Someone speaks sharply and they feel attacked. Someone disagrees and without realizing it, they hand over control of their emotions to people who are not even thinking about them. Let me tell you something important. Most of what people do has very little to do with you. People act based on their own fears, habits, stress, upbringing, disappointments, and unresolved issues. Yet many people walk through life assuming every action, every tone, every delay is about them. That mindset will drain you faster than hard work ever could. If you want to become unrecognizable in a short period of time, you must master this lesson. Other people's behavior personally. When you take things personally, you live reactively. Your mood rises and falls based on how others treat you. Your confidence depends on approval. Your peace depends on praise. That is a dangerous way to live because it puts your inner world in the hands of strangers. Emotionally strong people understand this. They observe without absorbing. They listen without internalizing. They respond without overreacting. Think about this carefully. If someone is rude, impatient, or dismissive, what does that usually say? It says more about their internal state than your worth. A frustrated person spreads frustration. A confused person creates confusion. A disciplined person shows discipline. People project who they are, not who you are. The moment you understand that, you begin to feel lighter. Most people do not wake up thinking about how to ruin your day. They are too busy dealing with their own problems, pressures, and insecurities. Yet when you take their behavior personally, you carry a burden that was never meant to be yours. This is especially important if you are trying to build a better life. Growth requires emotional resilience. You cannot afford to be emotionally fragile if you want to be mentally strong. Let me be clear, this does not mean you accept disrespect. It means you respond wisely instead of emotionally. There is a difference. When you stop taking things personally, you gain power. You pause instead of reacting. You think instead of exploding. You choose instead of being triggered. Triggers are signals of unhealed thinking. Every time someone's words ruin your mood, they are pressing a button you allowed them to install. Emotional discipline means ask yourself this question when something upsets you. Is this really about me or is this about them? Most of the time, the answer will surprise you. A late reply does not mean you are unimportant. A short response does not mean you are disliked. A disagreement does not mean you are wrong. A criticism does not mean you are worthless. When you take these things personally, you create stories in your mind that steal your focus and energy. And focus is too valuable to waste on assumptions. Successful people do not have thicker skin by accident. They trained it. They learned to separate feedback from identity. They listen, extract what is useful, and discard the rest without emotional drama. Here is a powerful shift you must make. See other people's behavior as information, not a verdict. Information helps you adjust. A verdict imprisons you. If someone treats you poorly, you can note it, set a boundary, and move on. You do not need to replay it all day. You do not need to explain yourself endlessly. You do not need to prove your value. Your value is not up for debate. The more you take things personally, the more you slow your own momentum. Emotional recovery takes time. A distracted mind cannot stay consistent. A wounded ego cannot focus on discipline. Remember this: the person who stays calm when misunderstood is always ahead of the person who needs to be understood by everyone. When you stop taking things personally, you stop needing constant validation. You become internally anchored. You no longer depend on reactions to feel secure. And that inner security is a powerful advantage. This is especially critical in relationships, work, and personal growth. Not everyone will communicate perfectly. Not everyone will meet your expectations. If you expect flawless behavior from flawed humans, you will live in constant disappointment. Maturity is realizing that people will sometimes disappoint you, and that is okay. You do not have to make it mean something about you. There will be moments when people project their stress onto you. Let it pass. There will be moments when people misunderstand your silence, your ambition, or your discipline. Let it pass. Your job is not to manage everyone's perception. Your job is to stay aligned with your purpose. When you stop taking things personally, your emotional energy returns to you. And with that energy, you can build habits, routines, and a life that actually moves forward. You will notice something powerful happens. Your reactions slow down. Your thinking sharpens. Your confidence stabilizes. You stop explaining yourself to people who are not listening anyway, and suddenly people's opinions lose their power over you. That is freedom. Freedom to stay focused, freedom to stay disciplined, freedom to grow. If you want to change fast, this habit is essential. Stop carrying what was never meant for you. Stop personalizing behavior that reflects someone else's inner struggle. Protect your emotional space. Guard your focus. Stay grounded. Because when you stop taking other people's behavior personally, you reclaim your strength. And once you reclaim your strength, becoming unrecognizable is no longer a goal. It becomes inevitable. Staying focused on what you can control is one of the most powerful mental disciplines a person can develop. And yet most people ignore it every single day. They wake up and immediately give their attention to things they cannot fix, cannot change, and cannot manage. Other people's opinions, the economy, the past, delays, mistakes, random events. And by the time the day even begins, their energy is already scattered. That is not strength, that is surrender. The truth is simple. Your life moves in the direction of your daily focus. When your focus is on things outside your control, you feel powerless. When your focus is on things within your control, you feel steady, confident, and capable. The difference between people who stay calm and people who stay stressed is not intelligence or luck. It is focus. There are always two worlds operating at the same time. The outer world, which includes other people, events, circumstances, and surprises. And the inner world, which includes your thoughts, actions, habits, effort, and attitude. You cannot fully control the outer world. But you have far more control over the inner world than most people ever use. Emotionally strong people understand this early. They do not waste their energy arguing with reality. They adapt to it. They adjust themselves instead of demanding the world change for them. Think about how much time people lose worrying about things they cannot influence. Traffic, delays, someone else's mood, someone else's decisions, the past. All that worry produces nothing but fatigue. It does not solve problems. It does not create progress. It only drains focus. Focus is a limited resource. Once it is spent, it is gone for the day. When you focus on what you can control, your mind becomes quieter. You stop fighting imaginary battles. You stop replaying conversations. You stop wishing people would behave differently. Instead, you ask better questions. What action can I take right now? What choice can I make today? What habit can I strengthen? Response serves me best. Those questions move your life. There is great peace in accepting this truth. You cannot control how people think, but you can control how you respond. You cannot control outcomes perfectly, but you can control your preparation. You cannot control every challenge, but you can control your discipline. It changes everything. When something goes wrong, unfocused people ask, why is this happening to me? Focused people ask, what can I do next? One question leads to frustration, the other leads to progress. Staying focused on what you can control does not mean ignoring problems. It means approaching them wisely. It means refusing to waste energy on anger, blame, or endless analysis. Instead, you move directly toward action. Control your effort, control your schedule, control how you speak to yourself, control what you consume mentally, control how you show up, even when conditions are not perfect. These are powerful controls, and they compound. Most people wait for motivation to feel ready. Focused people rely on structure. They do not need the perfect mood to act. They act because action is within their control. This is why discipline beats motivation every time. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline stays available. You can choose discipline on a bad day. You can choose discipline when you feel tired. You can choose discipline when results are slow. And slow results are part of every meaningful journey. When you stay focused on what you can control, you stop feeling like life is happening to you. You start feeling like you are participating in it. That sense of agency builds confidence quietly, without noise. You begin to notice that many things stop bothering you. Not because they disappeared, but because they no longer dominate your attention. You have better things to focus on: your progress, your habits, your growth. That focus creates momentum, and momentum creates belief. Belief strengthens action. Action produces results. Calm consistency forms. Another important truth is this: control starts small. People want to control big outcomes, but ignore small choices. Control your morning routine. Control how you start your day. Control whether you keep promises to yourself. Control how long you stay stuck in frustration. Small controls practiced daily create large stability over time. When setbacks happen, and they will, staying focused on what you can control keeps you grounded. You adjust instead of collapsing. You learn instead of quitting. You move forward instead of freezing. That is strength. The world will always be unpredictable. People will always be imperfect. Timing will rarely be ideal. Waiting for perfect conditions is a silent form of delay, but control is always available in the present moment. Right now, you can choose how seriously you take your goals. Right now, you can choose how you respond. Right now, you can choose discipline over distraction. And those choices matter more than you think. When you master this mindset, life feels less chaotic. You stop being pulled in every direction. You stop reacting to every noise. You develop a steady inner rhythm that does not depend on external approval. This is not about becoming indifferent. It is about becoming intentional. Focused people do not try to control life. They control themselves. And in doing so, they gain something far more valuable than control over others: they gain self-respect. When you stay focused on what you can control, you build trust with yourself. You prove that you can remain steady under pressure. You prove that you do not need perfect circumstances to show discipline. That trust changes how you carry yourself. Your voice steadies, your decisions sharpen, your presence becomes calm and grounded. And over time, people notice, not because you demand attention, but because consistency speaks louder than emotion. This is how progress becomes inevitable, one controlled choice at a time. One focused action at a time, one calm response at a time. Stay there, stay focused. That is where real power lives. Calm consistency is one of the most powerful forces you can develop in your life. Most people chase results with frantic energy, reacting to every problem, every distraction, and every inconvenience. They spend their time reacting instead of acting. They push themselves to extremes for short bursts and then burn out. But true achievement does not come from chaos or impatience. It comes from steady, deliberate effort applied consistently over time while maintaining calm and focus. Calm consistency is not flashy, it is not loud, but it is far more effective than any burst of frantic energy ever could be. Consistency means showing up every day regardless of mood, circumstances, or how motivated you feel. It means performing the small, correct actions repeatedly until they become habits. These small actions, when compounded day after day, week after week, and year after year, produce results that often appear miraculous to those who expect instant success. Calm consistency protects your energy. It prevents burnout because you are not forcing progress. You are allowing steady progress to build naturally. Calm consistency ensures that every effort you make is measured, deliberate, and focused on long-term results rather than temporary relief. The power of calm consistency lies in its predictability. When you consistently work toward a goal, your mind, body, and circumstances begin to align with that goal. The more disciplined and calm you remain, the more automatic your progress becomes. People who master this principle develop resilience. Challenges no longer derail them. Setbacks are no longer excuses. So they face obstacles with composure, knowing that their repeated, consistent efforts will eventually produce results. Patience and calmness amplify the effectiveness of consistency. Being calm while consistent also builds trust in yourself and in others. When people see that your efforts are steady and reliable, they know they can depend on you. Your credibility grows because your results are predictable and measurable. You stop needing external validation because you know that your daily actions are enough to carry you forward. Consistency breeds confidence. Calmness ensures that you are not reactive or impulsive, which means your competence is applied with wisdom, not recklessness. Extraordinary results are not always immediate. They are rarely the result of a single grand effort. Instead, they come from the accumulation of small, focused actions repeated over time. Every time you stick to your principles, every time you perform the right task, even when no one is watching, you are building momentum. Momentum grows quietly. It does not announce itself with fanfare. But over time, the impact is undeniable. The results that emerge from calm consistency often surpass anything you could achieve through frantic effort or emotional reactions. Calm consistency also allows you to maintain your focus on what truly matters. In life, there will always be distractions, urgent demands, and unexpected challenges. People around you will act unpredictably. Circumstances will change, but when you practice calm consistency, you are not distracted by the noise. You do not overreact to the chaos. You remain focused on your goals, applying your energy where it produces results rather than where it is wasted. This disciplined focus creates extraordinary leverage over time. Every successful person understands the power of calm consistency, even if they do not call it by that name. They do not rely on luck, short-term inspiration or sudden bursts of effort. They rely on their ability to show up every day, do what needs to be done, and stay the course, even when progress seems invisible. People often give up because they do not see immediate results. Calm consistency teaches patience. It teaches that progress is being made even when it cannot be seen. Small actions today set the stage for big results tomorrow. Calm consistency also strengthens your emotional and mental resilience. When you practice steady, deliberate effort while remaining calm, you are training yourself to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. This mental discipline allows you to navigate challenges without being derailed by frustration, anger, or fear. You develop the ability to see obstacles as temporary, solvable problems rather than permanent setbacks. You cultivate the mindset of long-term success rather than short-term gratification. To apply calm consistency, you must start by identifying the actions that truly move you toward your goals. These are the high-value behaviors that make a measurable difference. Then, commit to performing those actions daily or regularly, regardless of how you feel. Calm consistency is not about perfection. It is about persistence. It is about showing up, completing the task, and moving forward. Over time, the repeated application of these actions will compound, producing results far beyond what you might expect. One of the greatest advantages of calm consistency is that it reduces stress. When you know that you are doing the right things consistently, you no longer feel pressured to overcompensate or rush. Your confidence grows because you trust the process. You understand that extraordinary results do not require extraordinary panic or effort in the moment. They require steady, ongoing application. Calm consistency allows you to perform at a high level without the emotional drain that comes from overreaction or constant worry. The combination of calmness and consistency also makes your actions more effective. When you act impulsively, you often waste energy on ineffective efforts. When you act calmly, your decisions are deliberate, your movements are precise, and your actions are aligned with strategy. When you combine calm action with repeated application over time, you create a force that is difficult to stop. The impact of your efforts grows exponentially because you are not reacting emotionally, but acting intentionally. Extraordinary results are not about doing more. They are about doing the right things consistently. Calm consistency ensures that your energy is applied where it counts. It prevents burnout and unnecessary conflict. It allows you to maintain your focus, your health, and your relationships while achieving your goals. By practicing, you position yourself to reach levels of success that most people never achieve because they rely on impulsive reactions or sporadic bursts of effort. When challenges arise, calm consistency keeps you grounded. Life is unpredictable, and setbacks are inevitable. Those who rely on emotion alone will be derailed by every obstacle. Those who practice calm consistency, however, view setbacks as temporary interruptions rather than permanent failures. They adjust, adapt, and continue to apply their efforts steadily. This resilience ensures that progress continues regardless of external circumstances.